Hello, it has been a couple weeks again. We just got back from Los Angeles, and I've got something a little bit different for you today. So, I have spent a majority of my life moving from house to house, apartment to apartment, location to location, up until this past 5 years when I bought a house, have been stationary, stable, not moving boxes around. Took 5 years, but we finally got some shelves for our garage and we were organizing boxes. And my wife goes, "Hey, there's this box full of books. Maybe you want to look into it. Maybe it's a box we forgot about, a decade ago or whatever." So I go through it and I find this thing that I forgot I even had. Like it's just been out of sight, out of mind. Something I bought like 30 years ago and it's just been sitting in a box. And I thought, you know what? I'd be interested to see what is actually inside of that. This guy right here, this is a collected edition of the Robin 2 series that came out in the early 90s, like copyright 1991 on the back here. As you can see, this guy is in a bit of a rough shape, but it's still sealed all the way around, still hasn't been opened. But when I saw this in the box, I thought, A, I forgot about it, that I even had it. And B, this is starting to look kind of rough, probably from being moved around so much in this box, that why don't I open it up and just take a look and see what's inside? So I think that, anybody who's been collecting comics for, quite some time, the past couple decades, has seen this Robin 2 series out and about in the dollar bins, collected editions, whatever. I have read through it. Obviously, I've not opened up my own copy of it, but I have read it on Comixology online. But the contents in here is what really interests me. So you've got the 4 newsstand editions, okay? Then you've got 10 holographic editions, which obviously the numbers don't add up there. There's going to be one book that has maybe 2 versions holographic. One book is probably going to have like 3 holographic versions, and the others have 2, something like that. However the math adds up, I don't know. We'll find out. All 4 trading cards, okay? You've got 2 custom acid-free backer boards. Now, this is something that really intrigues me because if this is the sort of backer boards that have artwork on them, I haven't seen these in forever, and they were few and far between when I did see them as a kid. So if they made backer boards nowadays that had artwork on them, I would buy those. I would get those, especially if they were related to the books that I was putting the backer boards onto. So let's crack into this guy and see what's happening. So I cracked open the case here. It's a nice slip case. It's not cheap cardboard. This is it's a decent thick cardboard stock, if you will. Very cool. I thought this was going to be stuck on this because when I took off the cellophane, it didn't move. But look at that. Look at this nice little holographic sort of cover it's got. The books are sealed in here as well. There's another seal of these books. Interesting. All right. Okay, so let's slip this out together here. Oh, wow. It's snug. Okay. Nothing else in there. We can go ahead and drop this for a second. So I think this is one of the backer boards on the front here, maybe? Let's find out. Like I said, it's still sealed. So what I'm going to do, set them on the table and not even look at them. I'm going to do the thing like we do with the mystery boxes where I'm just going to grab them and together we will see them for the first time. So let's do this. Okay, so when I unwrapped it, the first thing that plopped down in one chunk because they were stuck together for 30 years was the 4 cards. I didn't know that they were holographic cards. So this is card number 1. There you go. Very cool. Card 2. Nice Batman. Man, when I was a kid, these things were all the rage. The DC cards, the Marvel Masterpiece cards, whoever, Fleer, I think, was making superhero cards at the same time. Holographic cards were like the prime, like chase card that you were trying to get. Let's see here. The card number 3 is the Joker. All right, very classic looking Joker there. Very classic looking. That's the clown prince of crime right there. That's where that moniker sticks, And then finally, card number 4 here is the Bat Signal. Okay, and they each have like little kind of stories on the back here. With Gotham on the verge of destruction, the Joker issues his final challenge demanding $1 billion be delivered directly to him by no other than Batman. Like these storylines, so cheesy, right? But that's cool. That's a cool little 4-piece set. Nice. Very, very cool. All right. So let's crack into the set now, right? So one thing I noticed as I picked up this backing board is it's just it's cool looking. It's got great artwork on it, holographic kind of sticker on it. But it's a thicker piece of cardstock compared to, let me grab this backing board. No wavering, flimsiness. Like no wavering, flimsiness. This isn't going to really support anything. It's just something they stuck a piece of artwork on. And this backing board, $30 price tag on it. Now, this set did cost back in the day like $30. In 1990, $30 for a set of comics. It was like, geez, right? But it was collector's edition, and I think they made like 10,000 of these. I'm pretty sure. If I look somewhere, I'm sure if I look somewhere, there's going to be like a number. They were all serialized, and we'll find that here in a little bit. But backing board, not a backing board. It's just meh. It is what it is. All right. And so just to remind you guys, even though this is just a 4-part miniseries, I think we ended up 14 comics in this collection here. So you're going to get, issues 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, but they all have like variant covers. This is before the variant cover was a real takeover of things. So we're talking about early kind of incentive covers, if you will. So I almost looked. Let's not look. Hold on. All right. I'm guessing this is going to be issue number 1. Oh man. First of all, Back to the Future on CBS on Saturday mornings. That was my jam. That was a good cartoon. All right. And look at that hologram. So is this like that first card that we got? Let's see here. Yes, it is like the first card that we got. So we'll probably have some repeats here, but it's cool, in case you wanted, your own version of this, you got a little card to go along with it. But I did notice, and I didn't know before, this is by Chuck Dixon. Chuck Dixon is the guy that brought you Bane. Like he is deep in the Batman lore of good writing. So no wonder I really enjoyed this series. Robin 2, The Joker's Wild. So there we go. That's one of the holographic covers. Let's see what we got next. And now we've got, let's see here. Oh, I've never seen this cover before. I've never seen this cover before. It does have that same Robin hologram on the cover there. A little smaller maybe. I don't know. But I've never seen this cover before. And I think I've seen like all of these books, but obviously not. So that's cool. Who did this cover? I'm curious. Oh, Matt Wagner. Matt Wagner of, oh my God, what's his superhero? The guy that has like the Shazam logo on his chest and carries around a baseball bat. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Somebody let me know in the comments below. But Matt Wagner, it has it in type over here. It's not even signed, just in type on the corner. So very cool, very cool. Nice. It's always nice to see something that I haven't ever seen, even if it is 30 years old. Okay, and now we have... Okay, so this is the version that I have myself. I think this is the most common version because I think we can all kind of agree that it is the coolest cover, right? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, Joker is holding the card himself. I dig it. Compared to the other 2 covers so far, like, that was the first one. Not bad, not bad. The one that I've never seen before. And then this guy here. Okay, all right. But this is kind of a classic cover for me because whenever I see issue number 1, it's always this cover. Okay, and so we might be moving on to issue 2 now. Maybe. We'll see. And this is... No, it's still issue 1. Okay, it's still got the Robin hologram. I'm guessing a vibe here. Issue 2 is going to have the card 2 holograms on it. Okay, I have to admit, I can't remember the artist's name. It's Kelly, maybe. I don't be offended if you are a fan of this artwork. I have always hated the way this Batman was drawn, with the big horns and just overly shadowed and just man, this lost me when this was the constant look for Batman for a while. It lost me for a while. Nice, cool. I've not seen this cover before either, so there's that. Very cool. I wonder which one was the newsstand edition. I don't know. We'll see. These are, so far 4 number 1s. So we'll see what's next. Okay, now we might be moving on to issue number 2. Let's see. No. Oh, this is the newsstand. Obviously, still issue number 1, but this looks like the backing board. There we go. The flimsy wannabe backing board. It's cool artwork though. I don't know who actually drew this. Man, it doesn't say in the corner or anything like that. So, but it got the this is it says newsstand, but that's a direct edition corner box there. A newsstand edition would have like a barcode because you would have to buy it off the newsstand, right? This is a direct edition that was typically like mailed to people if they had a subscription of their own to the title from DC Comics. So, I don't know. Cool. I've never seen this one either. Okay, for the 3rd time now, we're moving on to issue 2. We have to be at this point, right? I mean, I think we have to have tapped out all of the number 1s. Let's see what we have here. That's a cool cover. Issue 2. It is issue 2, and it's got that Batman, that second card right there. I've never seen this one either. I don't know that I've seen a lot of issue 2s, but that's a cool cover. I like that. Robin got smacked. He's bleeding from the head, and the Joker's kind of lurking behind the TV, laughing at him. Very cool. That's a good cover. It's just busy, and it's got a lot going on. I dig that. All right, and now we have issue 2 again. It is, oh, that's a cool cover too. I'm loving the way that this Batman hologram is really showing up on camera. It's sharp. I dig it. But once again, cool cover. Never seen this one either. I think I might have seen black and white artwork of this at some point in time, but nice. Yeah. I just wish they were giving credit to the artists. I don't know who. Okay, so at least this artist kind of signed over here. I don't know those initials exactly, but if anybody does, leave me comments below, please. I'm dying to know who these artists are. Real quick, as I was putting this down, I glanced at it. It's got an ad for LA Guns. Like, that's a band that I haven't heard from or of in years. But also, it says Hollywood Vampires. This is 1990. Isn't Johnny Depp's band with Alice Cooper and like Steve, what's his name? Not Steve Perry. From Aerosmith, the guitarist from Aerosmith. Blinking out right now. Anyway, isn't there a band? Isn't there a band, Hollywood Vampires? I don't know. Is that an ongoing thing? I don't know anything about Hollywood music scene. Okay, so I guess this is going to be another issue 2, right? We've done two twos. So yeah, all right. There we go with the Batman hologram again. All right, I don't care for the way the Joker's face looks on this one. Like he's like breaking his own neck to look over his shoulder, kind of. It's a weird positioning. I don't know what's happening here, but yeah, okay. Stay hydrated, kids. Okay. Let's see here. Reach over there and it's the newsstand edition. Okay. I got Dr. Joker over here. Is he about to do some dental work? This is legit the biggest fear for me. Like a psychopath. Ever since I saw Little Shop of Horrors, Steve Martin being the psychopath dentist, like that mentally scarred me. And so this is just as bad, if not worse. Like, this is nightmare fuel right here, kids. Ugh. That one got to me a little bit. Just now I'm stuck in my own head, so bear with me. And so since we saw issue 2 newsstand, I'm assuming we're moving on to issue 3. So we had, how many issue 1s? Was it 4 or 5 issue 1s? And then 5 issue 1s, 4 issue 2s. And so out of 14 issues, that only leaves us 5 books left. I guess issue 1 and 2 really got like the majority of the push on this, and they're like, and 3 and 4, people will buy it if they buy it. So we'll see. We're moving on to issue 3 now. Let's see what we got. What was the 3rd hologram? It was the Joker. The Joker hologram, right? So I'm guessing this guy is going to be on all of these books. So let's take a look here. Okay. All right. Look at that lurking Robin. I've seen this depiction of, I think this is the Tim Drake Robin. I've seen this depiction of Robin doing this quite a bit, as Tim Drake, though. Cool, good cover. Once again, I don't know who did this cover, and it's driving me nuts. But to be fair, back in the day, the cover artist was usually the interior artist as well, and so it might have been Tim Lyle doing the pencils on the cover here. I don't know. I need to find out. And I'm guessing this is still in issue number 3. I don't think we saw a newsstand, right? So yeah, that wasn't a newsstand. That was a hologram. Maybe this is a newsstand. No, it's a hologram. Look at that. Okay. That's a cool cover. More mature looking Robin here. And right here. Boom. Dan Jurgens and Dick Giordano did the artwork here. I'm guessing Jurgens did the artwork and Giordano did the inks. Dan Jurgens, for me, back in this time, Dan Jurgens was big on Superman. It was just a couple years right before the death of Superman was happening. And so for me, Dan Jurgens always kind of epitomized the way Superman looked during that era. I actually have a issue of Superman 75, The Death of Superman, signed by Dan Jurgens. Regardless, I digress. Cool. Yeah, nice. Good cover. Good cover. Very full. I love how full these covers are. All right, let's see. This might still be issue 3. We haven't come across a newsstand, so I'm guessing this is maybe the newsstand of issue 3 if the math works out right? Okay, and yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's a good Joker face right there. And instead of the hologram, they put the hologram down here in the direct edition stamp area. Nice. That is a good depiction of Joker right there. I like that a lot. But again, no idea who actually did the cover. Okay, and so that leaves 2 issues left. So I'm guessing 1 hologram and 1 newsstand of issue 4. By the time issue 4 rolled around, they're like, okay, don't need to go so heavy on the print. Maybe because they dished out like 5 or 6 copies of issue 1, and those didn't exactly sell. They're like, man, let's tone it back a little bit. Let's be cool about this. I mean, it is Robin, right? But Tim Drake Robin is a great Robin. So, look at this. Oh, it's the bat signal. Okay, so this hologram right here might be the reason they didn't do like 6 copies of issue 4, because it's just the bat signal. But it looks like it's in a picture frame almost. What is it? I think it's a stack of crates. Tell you the truth, I think it's just almost like a poster on a stack of crates. Looks good though. I dig it. I like the way that shows up on camera too. And so over here in the corner, Eduardo and Diego Barreto. So I'm not familiar with those names in the comic industry. This might just be a one-off for them, but it's a cool looking cover. Okay, and now finally the last issue, the 14th issue of all of them, and then I think we still have 1 backing board left to look at. So the final issue, issue 4, it's probably a newsstand issue. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Oh, it's kind of vicious looking. First of all, look at the mittens the Joker is wearing, right? He's got mittens on his hand. They look like clown faces because they're skiing. He's got an ice skate. He's about to chop off Robin's head right there. This is a cool cover. This looks like the artwork of the guy who did the first backing board that we looked at. So I wonder, let me look at the newsstand issues and see if the same artist same artwork kind of is on the newsstand issues. So after looking at these, I am going to say yes. Just comparatively by the Joker himself. Just comparatively, just by like these 2 Jokers right here, right? Kind of drawn the same way, I think. Same sort of smile. But then this Joker here, you have this smile. These are all the newsstand editions. So I think that the newsstand issues were all done by the same artist, which traditionally kind of makes sense, right? I guess so. I just wish I knew who it was. And then finally, we have our last backing board. I'm feeling this. It's not really a backing board, but I'm curious as to what the artwork is on there. And it is... What? Is it the same thing that was on the label in the front? Okay. Got the label in the front made out of the same paper. So this tells you in the back, newsstand editions of Robin 2, issues 1 through 4. 4 direct market editions. Okay, so you've got 4 direct market editions, 3 direct market editions of issue 2, 2 direct issue. So they dwindled down the direct editions, if you will. And hologram trading cards, 2 acid-free backer boards, and a custom slipcase. This wasn't 10,000, this was 25,000, and this is number 6,302. Okay, guys, these are not backing boards. These are slips of paper. These aren't going to support my comics. Okay, it's not even that. It's this guy. It's kind of insulting to call these dudes backing boards. They're not going to do jack for my books. But if they did have backing boards that had black and white artwork like this on it, I would be all about it. Well, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thought I would try something a little bit different to get back into the routine of doing the My Collection Addiction routine on the weekly basis. Hopefully we can get back into that now that I don't have any traveling going on. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Once again, if you know any of the artists that were on these covers, please let me know. I'm very curious because I do like some of this artwork. And I would like to, give credit where credit is due, So anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you want to talk about comics or any things that you might have seen in this video, feel free to hit me up right here on Marvelous TNG on Instagram, or feel free to leave comments in the section below as well. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks for hanging out.